Hello, everyone. It's Vanetta from VMC Expressions, and I am back from my first travel assignment in Missouri. I'm not going to hold y'all long. I'm going to tell y'all about it really, really quick. But before we get into it, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers. Yay. And I want to thank everyone who continue to come back and watch my videos and support my channel. So, the day that I arrived to the hotel I was staying in, it was an extended stay. Um, I want to say I got there about maybe 1 a.m., whatever. Anyhow, checked in, hotel was cool. Um, I had a day, I was able to see my daughter and her husband, my son in law, and the grandbabies and their dog. And then that Monday I went to work. So I went ahead and I done my orientation for that week, and then I had the actual floor orientation was the next week, and I had 3 days of that. And y'all, when I tell y'all this floor was hard, it was hard. Like we had up to 6 patients apiece, which was fine. Had no problem with taking care of 6 patients. But I was at a level one trauma hospital, so I was on trauma surgery and geriatric surgery floor. So like I had patients who had like gunshot wounds, 15, 10, 9, like you name it, and they survived and they came up to the floor and you had to change all of their dressings. Um, Sometimes you didn't have any techs or CNAs. So all your patients was primary. So you had to do everything for them if they needed to be fed, medications, they needed to go to the bathroom. I mean, everything. We had to draw blood. We had to do our own checks. We had to do vitals. I mean, the floor was really, really hard and heavy. Um, I got my little routine down. Um, Most of the time, I would get back to my room by 8:30. So we worked from 7 to 7:30. So most of the time, I'll be back in my room by 8:30. Huge, big hospital, nice hospital. The food in the cafeteria was amazing, like amazing. Overall, it was okay. But it was like some nurses would help, some nurses wouldn't. They felt like the traveler nurses were making more money than them, so that we should know how to do everything on the floor when we came. Like they didn't need to teach me how to be a nurse. I knew how to be a nurse. I just needed to know what your codes was to get into the supply rooms, what your linens was, what your check room was. Show me the med room. I just needed to know stuff like that. But I had a wonderful preceptor. It was a guy, had him for 3 days. He showed me so much in 3 days. It was crazy. So when I was on my own, I really didn't have to ask anybody for anything, which I liked. I probably asked somebody maybe twice, but other than that, I didn't have to ask anybody for anything. Um, I didn't do much touring because I used to live in Missouri, so not that I've seen everything, but I just didn't take the time to try to tour. On my days off, I just relaxed because I would do maybe 3 days in a row, or I would do 2 days and then a day off and then another day. So I just wanted to relax. And on my days off, if I didn't stay in my room, um, I went and spent time with my daughter and her family. If I didn't spend time with them, I maybe went out, grabbed me something to eat. I also washed clothes there twice. They had a laundromat there. I washed clothes. They had like continental breakfast, which was like the muffins, and they had oatmeal. Some mornings they would have fruits. They had coffee, hot chocolate. I was able to get my company's discount to stay at the hotel. So it was like, I want to say $40 a night with the discount, but without the discount, it was like I want to say 199 a night, and I stayed the whole time. Like I didn't leave and go back home. So I stayed, but my contract ended early because they cut my pay. They didn't cut my pay by hundreds of dollars. They cut my pay by thousands of dollars. So I was like, no. And my recruiter found out that they cut my pay before I even left North Carolina to go to Missouri. And I said, why didn't you tell me? She's like, well, I just wanted you to get situated and see how things was. No, you should have told me before I got in the car and left. I wouldn't have went. And like I said, it's not always about the money. But if I sign a contract, you sign a contract, how you think you're going to change my pay in the middle of the contract? So I worked for a month. Um, I want to say I found out about them cutting my pay my first day after orientation. That's when I found out. So I gave them a 2 week notice. So I actually worked a month. That was 8 weeks. I did 8 weeks out of my 13 weeks. And then I stayed another week because I had a hair appointment. So when I used to live up there, Miss Jean used to slay my hair, and she still slays it when I go to get it done. But I had a hair appointment, so I stayed another week to get my hair done, and then my husband flew up and he helped me drive back. So, but other than that, y'all, traveling is it's wonderful. Like I didn't have any issues. Like I didn't have that really overall. I'm not gonna complain. How about that? Because I'm used to having six patients, doing everything by myself when we don't have techs where I work here back at home. So the only thing that we don't do here is draw blood. So it wasn't like it wasn't, oh, I didn't have to deal with I don't deal with gunshot wound patients here because I work with neuro. And I had patients who had trachs, chest tubes, like I had all of that, and which I don't work with those here back at home either. But I was fine because I did it when I was in my residency rotation, so I was fine. So I did it. So I didn't have a problem with it. It was just the nurses, like some of them didn't want to help you, and if you was without a tech, the nurses had to pull together and help each other, and like they would help each other. But then when I was like, hey, can I get some help? I need to do this. And they was like, well, I'm busy right now. I was like, okay. But then when they asked me to help, I help. So go figure, to each his own. But it was a learning experience. I will continue to travel, but while I'm at home, I'm just going to go back to my job and just pick up some shifts. But that's it, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will be back with more videos for y'all. Until next time, bye.